Alright, I'm back. In this video, let me warn you, if you're going to be seasick watching this video, it's because I'm walking on river rock and I don't have a steady cam on my camera, so I'd advise you not to watch this video because it's going to be real jerky. I'm going to try and do my best, but what I'm doing here is I should have done this when I bought the property. I should have walked the river and taken pictures or videos of the bank that my river runs through here, and so I could keep track of how much erosion is going on. So this is 30 years after I've owned the property, so I figured I'm up here and it's a gorgeous day in September 2019. I think it's the 18th or the 19th. And just to document this for the future people that are going to inherit this property or buy the property, that they have some sort of record on how much erosion is taking place over the years. And like I say, I'm going to try and keep this as steady as possible, but I want to document this. And excuse me if I stumble here. I'm walking on this river rock, and it's hard to tell at the moment where the holes are. I've got a big hole right here. I figure it's probably about a good 7 to 8 feet deep, and then it goes down to virtually nothing like this here. So I don't know how much talking is going to be going on, and that I hope I can maintain my language if I fall in the water. This is going to probably be a long video because I have to walk all the way down there, and that's about 800 feet. I own 1,500 feet of river frontage, and the remainder of the balance goes down to the right there, which we'll take a walk on that too. And basically all the water comes rushing through here. It's washing out my bank here. I've seen a lot of frogs the last couple of years, which I've been told if there's a lot of frogs, it means the water's clean. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not, but probably seen more frogs in the last 2 years than I've ever seen in 1 year before. They say bear with me on the photography here. It's not easy to walk on river rock with all the moss and everything. A lot of minnows. In the stream here we get a pike. I haven't caught it. I've seen a pike. Rainbow trout. Salmon. 30 years ago had salmon running up the river here for some reason. I'm not into fishing that much, other than I enjoy it. Boy, this is going to be a lot longer walk than I was hoping. A good sized rocks down here. I've got basically the same kind of rocks probably 100 feet into my property. If you've been watching my past videos where I've dug out that hill, I've had rocks this size over there, which has just been a real pain trying to move it with a tractor that's not meant to move something that big. I've done a lot of fishing here. I like to carp. Catch a lot of carp. I like to catch carp. They're a great fighting fish. I use an ultralight rod with a 3 to 4 pound test on it, and great fighting fish. If you've never fished for carp, you may want to give it a shot. Yeah, I didn't realize the sun was covering up the camera there. Trying to keep the sun out of the lens as much as possible. one of the few times I can come up here without the dogs. So I figured I'd take advantage of it. I hate to lock the dogs up in the barn while I do this, but so that's why I haven't done it when I brought the dogs up here, because all three of them will follow me into the water. Well, they follow me every place I go, and in my past videos, if you watched it, we're coming up on the tree stump that fell across the river. And this is where I dragged it up. Now I hope that the canoeists and the kayakers don't figure that's a landing spot for them, come on my property. But this is the erosion that's coming in here. See all the roots from the tree that fell. I was going to pull it out, but it's doing it's doing better staying there, keeping the bank together. And I got a couple more trees over here. Now we're coming up on a shallow spot here. Boy, I hope this is filming. These trees here, at one time I was going to cut them down and get a view of the water, but rethought that situation where they're better off right where they are, keeping the bank together, and I don't lose real estate as fast. I think I'm going to have to cross over to the other side of the river here, because there's a hole right over in that area there that about 10 feet deep. In the springtime, the water rises a good 5 feet, and it floods out my bottom land here to a certain point, and then it just goes across. I haven't been able to get up here in the wintertime to see what it's like. I don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle, and I don't feel like getting stuck and having to bother a neighbor tow me out of here because I did something stupid. I hope I don't fall into a hole over here. I've had 3 trees fall into the river over the past years. Most recent one was that one there, and I think about 2 years ago I had another one over in that area there fall, which my neighbor across the street here, across the river, he clamshells. I don't know if you can see them. Not too much dirt. He cut it. I wasn't up here at the time when it fell, or I would have given him a hand. Obviously, it was my position, I believe, either by law, just the right thing to do, is to take care of your property and help your neighbors. Now that tree there, that fell, I think about 15. That's sun. That about 15 years ago, that one fell, and it fell right into the hole, which was a real pain trying to get that out of all the water. The limbs fell in such a way that it stuck in the mud, so you couldn't drag it out, and I didn't have a tractor at the time, so it was just never want to do it again, let's put it that way. All right, now we're coming up to the, oh boy, I hope I'm filming this for you guys, or for myself. Should have done this probably later in the day when the sun was higher. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning here. It's a lot of work walking in this water. I don't know if you can see the crayfish down there. Yeah, see how far I can walk down on this side of the river here. I don't know if that's a blue heron down there or not. I know I get a lot of, if I'm real quiet in the morning, I get the blue herons and I get the ducks down here, and also the turtles sunbathing themselves on the rocks. Yeah, boy. I had a long walk back. But that's the area we came from over in there. Now we're making a turn here. This should be about 900 feet on this side here. I'll walk down as far as I can. But the erosion isn't bad over on this side here. Now there used to be a house right in that area there, and the neighbor kids used to come over here and go fishing, and they were fishing one night. They had a campfire going, and it got out of control and it burnt my house down. It wasn't anything spectacular. There's three rooms, living room, kitchen, and a bathroom. Oh no, it didn't even have a bathroom. It has an outhouse farther, about 100 feet away from the house there. That's I was hoping you're only allowed one building or one home on your property where I am, and I was hoping to get that grandfathered in and use it as like just a little place to come down from the main house to enjoy the water view and the animals and so on and so forth. But they took care of that for me, so that's no longer an option. So now the best thing I can do is just build a gazebo. I think I'd take a different way back because this is really starting to bother my hips. I forgot about that and I didn't take anything for it. So now I'm starting to pay for it. Okay, now the water level is up over here. Usually when the water's low over in that area there, where I started walking from there, this is usually low over here. And I think what somebody may have done is moved a lot of these rocks, because this used to be like a little waterfall. And I've been hearing a lot of action over here. I'm not going to say they did, but just either that or well, I haven't been over here in this part of the property in a couple of years, so it may have just been the ice that moved all the rocks, because there was rocks stretching all the way over here, and they were as high as those rocks are there, all the way across, and made a real nice sound with the water trickling over it. A lot of lily pads. And you sure get a whole different view of your property when you're walking from the outside of your property line. Take a look at the edges of your property. I don't want to talk too loud. I'm right in front of a neighbor's house on the other side of the river here, so I don't want to bother them. Whoa, oh, that was a close call. And I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get down. We're getting into some deep water here for some reason. The water shouldn't be that deep. Yeah, I'm just going to fall in. See if I can shade that. Well, there's a bend that goes to the left down there. I own all the property on the right hand side. Doesn't look in too bad a shape. And definitely see, at least I don't have any trees falling in the water that I have to clear over here. All right, well, I'm going to head back. Now to figure out if I want to walk the long way or the short way. All right, well, as always, my videos are free. Thank you for watching.